Right, here we are. It's just about 10 o'clock, leaving the house to go for a bikepacking weekend in the Peak District with Captain Orla, gives a wave.
Ahoy.
And me, your host.
All aboard.
Ready?
Is my front tire looking a bit flat?
A few moments later.
Is that it?
Okay, take two. Now with more air. So we're about a mile from the house and we've passed a whole load of runners. There's some sort of like ultra event on. We just passed like the 50-kilometer checkpoint. All those like ultra runners with all their camelbacks and little tiny bottles and all that stuff.
Pram.
And a pram, yeah. On our way in towards Derby City Centre. We'll be going through Alveston Park and then up through toward Darley Park and out towards the north of Derby that way. Look out for the dogs. Yeah. No, they were equally sized dogs that time. So we just stopped in Matlock for battered sausage and chips for me for lunch, and Orla had southern fried chicken and chips. It's not very good, like an hour probably, so nice and rested and fresh for the inevitable climbing that's about to ensue. Just in time for a steam train. Such a scenic sort of meandering path as well, very nice. And really flat, which is good. Orla's very happy about the average gradient at this particular point in time.
Oh.
Well, that was an ordeal. We just lifted both of the bikes over a gate. I really hope there's not too many gates, but we're now in the Chatsworth estate, I believe. The house is over on that sort of vague direction, I think. This is instead of taking the road option, wasn't it? They didn't like the shape of the river, so they like landscaped it to make it like straight out the front of the house or something, isn't that right? Yeah, unbelievable.
Move the river.
Probably can't see that in the camera, but there's
You're gonna chase them.
ducks. I'll stop harassing the local wildlife. Over on the far side of the river is the actual Chatsworth house. It's our first flavour of single track order all year.
It's not a broad for.
Oh, I am so not overbiked anymore. Ah, bloody hell, Jesus Christ. Right, I am too tall for this particular trail. Ah, Jesus. You lost an eye. Oh God. Woo! That was just the right rhythm at one point. It was like pogo sticking down there. Here we are at Chatsworth. Ta-da! Hey, Orla, get away. So we've officially cycled from our house to Chatsworth House. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. It's okay. This one looks like it actually opens properly. Oh, look at this. Oh, glorious. I don't have to get these wheels off the ground. There's that weird, I don't even know what that's called thing. How would you say we're going so far, Ola?
Yeah, pretty good. A lot further on than I expected us to be.
Yeah, and we still...
But I guess like it's going to take hours for the climbing.
Oh, totally, yeah. We have still yet to really do the climbing at all.
Yeah.
That's good. Distance-wise, we're definitely well over halfway now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is that 3:30? I can't really see my watch very well.
Yep, 3:30.
Yeah, 3:30. And we've been on the go for... What time do we leave the house? 10.
10.
Probably stop for about an hour at lunch.
Yeah.
So that's what, 4.5 hours on the go?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, this is the uphill, which we will earn our entire day of downhill tomorrow with, I think.
Entire day? Is it?
No, it isn't. We definitely overnight at the high point, so it should be, on average, more downhill than uphill tomorrow. You now join us after an extremely steep hill. We're both absolutely knackered, puffing our brains out. And I think you're about to witness the end of, I would call like gravel riding probably, and this is proper like mountain bike territory up ahead, and I suspect it will be for a significant portion of the rest of the day, if not the rest of the day.
Might be pushing for the rest of it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like, I know, right? Oh, but on the plus side, look at that lovely view. The background's not too bad either.
There's the cliff I was starting right over there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's mountain bike. I have to send a like wish you were here postcard to Pete. I'm taking the hard lines just for the hell of it. I don't know why I'm doing that, to be honest. I'm saying I'm taking the hard lines for just for the hell of it. Should probably save some energy because we're still by no means finished. Oh, this is so cool. Right, I'm gonna have a go at this. My gear didn't change when I asked it to, so I lost my momentum. Didn't want to snap any chains, so I'll reverse slightly, take a bit of a run up, and let's see if we can get up this rocky chute thing. Here we go. Lowest possible gear. To the right. Yes. Oh, lost the pedal. Damn it. Ah, would have had that.
Well done.
Oh, fuck's sake. Almost. I would have had that. I'm quite confident. So what's this called? Crowbar's Edge or Kruber's Edge or something like that?
I have no idea.
Let's go like a bike photo. I need to make sure I don't get too carried away with this. This is not the hardtail in its normal weight limit. Probably not capable of what it usually is. Taking stupid lines all day for fun. Hit every rock. That's the strategy. Oh, look at that view. That's incredible. But also the rocks on the trail. Oh, this is absolutely incredible. We should come back here in the full sauce, Orla.
Yeah, definitely.
So much air in my tires. Pretty bumpy, right? Ooh, wee bunny hop. Thank you. I did it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's awesome.
That's really cool, isn't it? Right, welcome to Hike a Bike. Bloody hell. Ugh. Fucking heck. I mean, flip sick. Oh my goodness. Struggling to flip and walk this, let alone ride this. So the time is now 6:25. We're both exhausted. There's a fairly sizable push through like a field of heather with the most ridiculously narrow, like deep gully thing that we had to navigate our way through, which wasn't a great deal of fun. We're both exhausted after that. Sun's not particularly high in the sky anymore. We need to find somewhere to pitch our tent tonight. So all in all, I'm ready for the end of the day. We're both pretty knackered. Need to get some food in us. My bottomless fruit pastel bag seems to be running out. That was fun. Here we are at our beautiful campsite. I don't know if you can see, but there are bugs absolutely everywhere. Even Orla's getting eaten by bugs. That's very unusual. So I have taken extreme precautions. I've got waterproof trousers, arm warmers, stylish cycling hat, and mosquito net. Otherwise I will die. And I'm still getting eaten. I am still getting eaten. It's quite irritating. But on the plus side, look at that view. We're going to wait until it's like a little bit later before we pitch the tent. This is the flattest place we could find for a while. So, looking good though. We thought there was a little bit like stealth in the trees because our tent is white annoyingly, so it's quite obvious.
We are hidden from a giant rock though.
Yeah, we've got this nice rock behind us. And I checked, there's no like decaying branches that are going to kill us in the night. And on tonight's dinner menu, tomato and basil, and can you see that Mexican style rice, tomato sauce, and chorizo. Good morning. It's not Vietnam. We have, as you can see, partially packed up, or it's just about to make breakfast. The loveliness of... Yeah, don't do that. We've managed to like misalign the zip somehow in the middle of the night. It's quite annoying. So we need to rectify that at some point, but not for now. I think that was in a rush to get away from the midgies last night, to be honest. So yeah, time for breakfast, and we'll check back in when we're on the bikes. Okay, we're packed up, pretty much ready to go. We didn't hang around because the midgies are back out this morning, and we're gonna die. We managed to get breakfast in time before they were out, which is nice. Had
In time.
all day breakfast.
The apocalypse.
It was the apocalypse. It was fucking awful last night.
It's pretty bad.
Well, you just missed another epic bit of hike-a-bike up like a incredibly steep, rocky chute. Orla reached her stair climbing goal in her Garmin within about 5 minutes of like actually setting off from camp already. So that was a fairly decent amount of climbing. As you can see, it's all foggy around here, so we're in a cloud currently, pretty high up. And I never thought I'd be so glad to see something as smooth and level as this. How would you say you slept last night?
Pretty well, actually.
Yeah, I was a strange combination of like warm and sweaty, but then too cold because I was sweaty. It was really weird. I think the sleeping bag liner is not really breathable enough, I think.
I find it fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't have a good night. Slight change of route plan. We were going to go up, I think it was called Rudd Hill or something like that, but instead we decided to keep it nice and level and go around the edge of this reservoir. with the added bonus of getting to, like, there's a little town on the other side we could do with a bit of extra water. We're a bit low. So just stopped, bought 3 litres of water, so we're nice and heavily weighed down again, and had a banana and an apple from Peak Fruits. Very nice little like grocery shop. And now we're trying to get back to where we'd originally planned to be. So we hadn't really planned to stop. So today so far has basically been taking our bikes for a walk. I'd say there's been more pushing up hills than there has been riding our bikes, but never mind. Getting there. I think most of the reason for this detour, or the difficulty we've had, is to get can't even talk, do the detour to get water. But we'll be back on track in like less than a mile, so hopefully it's a smoother sailing from here, hopefully. So we've decided to actually skip the mountain bike trails. We're both like pretty exhausted and decided it wouldn't really be all that much fun, we don't think, with all the weight on the bike anyway. So, and we're, to be honest, quite pushed. I say pushed for time at 10 in the morning, but yeah, it took us all day to get here last night, so we don't want to get home like ridiculously late. So we've decided just to skip out the mountain bike trails and head directly for home. Fingers crossed we can actually like relax at some point tonight. That might be nice. So slight navigational error, I missed a turn, but what we're going to do, Jesus Christ, it's bumping. What we've decided to do instead is just go along here and ultimately cut back on ourselves, kind of rejoin the route we had intended to, but hopefully skipping out a massive off-road steep climb. So fingers crossed this works out better. Probably slightly further, but I think worth it. Plus, look at this for a view. And apologies, I'm chewing on some American hard gums if you wonder why I'm chewing. Yeah. Oh well. Did you get air? Oh, yeah, probably. We just passed like a pack of huskies, and there's about, I don't know, 5 or 6 people, each with a pair of huskies. It was pretty cool. Along this narrow little path, I had to like jump into the heather forest. That was a lot of huskies. I've never seen that many in one go at once, actually. I don't think. This looks really cool. Definitely don't want to fall off left. That would be bad. Do you know what this reminds me of a wee bit? The route we did in Quantock Hills. With the like different routes through the like little heather outcrops. Do you remember?
Yeah, so solid.
Yeah, that was cool. That's loose. That is loose. Oh god. Bumpy. Just really cool about this, like every time you go through a gate or something, it's like the terrain's just completely different. I can see why they call this the Big Moor. I can see why they call this the Big Moor. It's quite big. I found some Highland cows. This guy must have horned somebody, so he's So we've actually just rejoined where we split off yesterday. What a milestone. Let's see if you can see. Sorry, I'll re-angle the camera. So Chatsworth is over that sort of vague direction. You might not be able to see that. It's over there. Or it's over there. Who needs full suspension anyway? Pogo stick my way down here. Oh yeah. You're alright. Cheers. Thank you. So we've just stopped for lunch in Baslow and I've got myself a delicious pasty. And Orla's got a, was it sausage roll? Mm-hmm. And delicious unbranded sugar water in a red can.
Didn't realise we were sponsored.
We're unbranded, Orla. I'm not sponsored. Okay, so we're going to record going through this kissing gate. Yesterday was an absolute hilarity. In you get. I'll spin you around.
I'm just about sitting up here. Okay. No, I'm free.
You see, hilarity. Okay, right. Now with a much heavier bike. This thing is a monster. Right, go on. Oh, not too bad. So just past Chatsworth again. Just looking over on my left. Probably, well, not probably. You'll definitely not see it, but you can see the steps that I came down yesterday. They're really quite steep from over here. Quite stupid, I think, going down that, but oh well. And instead of the ridiculous turnstile thing you had to lift the bikes over, we're just going to use the vehicle exit, which will be fun. So we've just come across a family walking a little dog. What would you say that was? Like a dachshund with a bit of something else in it?
Yeah.
It's a tiny dog anyway. And it just like started chasing after Aura, like absolutely took off. And the owners were like, sorry, we can't really do anything, it's deaf. We can't call it back or anything. Yeah, should have recorded it. It's quite funny. So just left Matlock. We stopped for a coffee, Millionaire's shortbread and a blueberry muffin. And Aura had a Coke. Much needed. We sat down for like half an hour probably. It was a much needed rest. This is the canal path on the way to Ambergate. Right, I'm taking my sunglasses off this time. I definitely am. And I turned on the light. With the light?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did this last time. Sunglasses on, no light. It was a friggin' disaster. Pretty sure I nearly crashed into the canal. So, over on that right hand side of the road, don't know if you can see that. Don't know if you can see that, but that was the hill that we came down yesterday at great speed. And as you can see, we are avoiding that by not going up it. So, as it turns out, that was quite a steep climb again. I did manage to get up, or I walked a bit of it. Yeah, I was in the wrong gear and didn't want to snap a chain.
Yeah, I wasn't like it.
You had?
I wasn't in the wrong gear, I just couldn't do it.
So,
even walking at my legs, like, what are you doing? Please stop.
if we look over there, that hill is what we should have climbed, or that's the way we came at least.
Which is much higher than
Yeah, look how much higher it is, yeah, and steeper. I don't think you can probably see that very well without me crashing my bike, so hopefully you can see. But anyway, yeah, we've avoided that. Now we're on the opposite side of the river, and this will bring us past Belper on the kind of the far side of the river. And then I think we cross back over and rejoin, and then it's fairly flat, I think, all the way back to Derby from there. Let's just enjoy the descent. This is us on the hills over Belper. I assume that's Belper, out to the left. It must be. It's pretty nice wee bridleway.
Yeah, probably.
Really wide. Really nice. As soon as I started recording, the peaceful countryside was interrupted by a siren. So this is actually quite technical, this little trail. I've not recorded the actual really technical bit, but it's just really funny seeing a really quite difficult bit of mountain bike trail right next to like a golf course. Can't really think of two sports that are like any more different. This is us coming now into Little Eaton, which I believe is the last little town before we get to Derby. So we're actually not that far away from home at this point. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 10 miles, maybe a bit more. But yeah, a sight for sore eyes, I have to say, or more accurately, a sight for a sore bum. Orla has just proclaimed we did it, but we're not there yet, so...
Still probably like 10 miles.
Yeah, it's still quite far. We are...
It's all flat though.
Yeah, it's very flat from here, to be fair. And we are just coming up to... It's Darley Abbey coming up, isn't it? And then Darley Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just going through Darley Park now. Bit of a cricket game on the go, as you can see. Maybe you can't. Yeah, nice park. We're nearly home. We're back in the canal path. I know it's just made a fantastic suggestion. Would you like to repeat the idea?
Do a pub crawl of pubs on the bike. Just so I can join all the dots and get to know them a bit better.
Do you remember the last time you...
No, I do not remember it.
The last time we cycled back home from a night out in Derby on the bikes, obviously cycling. It was a case of like the arms were not obeying the brain's commands, and it was like, whoa! Yeah, it was ridiculous. There was like...
Probably cycled twice as far as you did.
We definitely said to each other, we cannot race each other. We absolutely, under no circumstances, cannot race each other.
Immediately racing.
About 5 seconds later, yeah, just absolutely flying, no helmets, completely pissed. No, did we?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I remember it being incredibly unsafe. But anyway, yes, that was a fun story. Coming into Alveston Park. So this is us being about, what, 5 miles, less than 5 miles from home now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably 4.5? 4?
Maybe not that few. 4 and
3/4.
9/10, maybe. Yeah, but less than 5 anyway. Almost home.
Only 5 miles stronger.
You what?
Only 5 miles stronger.
That's probably about, I don't know, a mile and a half, if that. And we're home.
Yeah.
How would you say the weekend's been?
Oh, really good. Really, really good.
Total stats, I suspect probably in the region of about 5,000 calories burned. Strava estimated 2,000, was it 600 for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably did a little bit less distance today and a bit less climbing, so I reckon similar but slightly less maybe. Although I don't know if that's like...
Like the way you say total stats, we've no idea.
I mean, it's close enough. Distance-wise, it's probably just shy of 100 miles. I would say it was 48 on Strava yesterday, and then we had similar distance, but took a few shortcuts. So maybe like 90 to 95, I don't know. It's hard to know.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And total time on the go, we left the house yesterday at 10 o'clock and stopped at, was it 6? I can't remember.
I think
No, it was later. It was later than that.
I think it was 9 hours it took from whenever we left the house. 7.
7, yeah. And then we set off this morning at 8 o'clock, and it's about 6 o'clock when we get home. So that's another, I don't know, number of hours.
My brain can't compute at the minute.
I know, I've run out of energy. But yeah, all in all, I'd say that was a pretty successful weekend. The bikes are just like shoved in the garage. We'll figure them out tomorrow. We're both going to go and, I don't know,
Clean ourselves.
drain the water tank of all of its delicious clean water. And then we've got some fish and like peppers and things like that for dinner. So we're going to absolutely, I suspect, demolish those. It's going to be good. And then probably just sleep until we have to go to work. Which I really don't want to do tomorrow. I want to sleep for 24 hours.
It'd be nice.
So yeah. Good job us, I'd say. I can't high five my camera hand. That was incredibly awkward. Let's try again.